Today, we watched the 2004 classic, Dawn of the Dead. The movie starts with a happy family and their child is infected and becomes a zombie.
That is not how this movie starts.
They make it to another island on the boat only to find out that there are zombies there and they all presumably die anyways. First, like, we already went over it. I like how the movie starts. Like, they didn't have to do a whole backstory and someone investigating. It's just like, nope, couple scenes. Something's really wrong with this guy. You get your first hint. There's the bulletin message, and then it's
the ambulance drivers are like, man, there's a lot going on today, you know? And then like I said, I love that the news starts to say that there's something wrong and she just switches it to music because like that's what most of us would do.
I mean, I don't know. If the news is saying, hey, we got a special alert, I'm probably going to at least watch what the special alert is. If it's CNN, I'm not.
Mid-apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic movies are like my favorite genre. Same with books. It's like, oh, I love it. Like The Postman, Waterworld, Book of Eli.
Gattaca?
Like, Gattaca? That kind of counts, I guess.
I've never seen Gattaca. I just know Jason Mann.
It's not very apocalyptic.
Yeah, I just know that he says that in like
post-apocalyptic stuff is kind of my favorite, but like day zero apocalyptic stuff also great. And I think the key to a good one is like how they show it popping off. Like that's part of what makes the beginning of The Last of Us so good. The game, like that feeling of normalcy and then immediately getting upended. I think that's done really well in this movie. Especially because they establish her like chatting with the little girl on her way back home from work, to show that like this is someone they have a relationship with, and then show the relationship with her husband, and then how fast it all unwinds, and then how fast the entire world is unwinding.
Like this is one of my least favorite things about just zombies.
Yeah,
our entire zeitgeist. There's just no rhyme or reason to what they can or can't do, and I wish that someone would just write a compendium of zombies and what their powers are. Because how does a girl get into their house? She would have to have I'm sick. I'm getting out of my house as a little girl and then going to my neighbor's house that I know. Like the zombie the doors aren't open. Like the zombie would have to open the door, and it's just.
I like the variety of zombie.
Well, yes.
Like
I agree, but
is it fast zombies? Is it slow zombies? Like. I like that difference, but within a single movie, a single universe, it's annoying when sometimes they're running and sometimes they can't get out of a fountain.
Yes.
Like that in this movie, that did bug me.
Yeah.
Because it's also shown like they can't figure out doors. Yeah. Like when she closes the door on her husband after he turns, he has to smash through the door to get to her.
They're all just kind of waiting outside of the mall, but like, they can't even hear them anymore. They just kind of know that they're there, but it's just like, these ostensibly aren't the last 10 people in existence. There's people in other places.
Yeah.
But like, bombs are going off in the background and places that weren't on fire are on fire. So it's just, why is there 1,000 zombies?
They even say that in the movie, and they're like, I don't know, instinct?
Yeah.
Memories, I guess?
Go back
like,
to the
okay,
ball.
thank you for explaining that.
Why wouldn't they go back to their home?
Yeah, exactly.
When they went down to the garage, right?
Mm-hmm.
They found out that the garage was locked. Systematically just kill them. Then you have that whole garage. You can figure stuff out. They do it so stupidly, and it's like, you guys have been in this for a while now. You'd think that they would have a better plan.
Right. It's also like benefit of 20 years of other zombie content that's in our heads, right? When they open the door to the garage, they have a place that they know is safe behind them. Just like make a bunch of fucking noise and see what zombies come out, instead of just like going in and not watching each other's backs.
Yeah.
I also don't understand why the zombies aren't interested in the dog, but I'll accept that about the zombies, I guess.
But I'm not too mad at them for too much. I have questions about why they felt the need to leave before they ran out of supplies. Why not get to Andy's? All right, they did a lot of contraption-y type stuff. There's got to be an RC car.
Yeah.
Get an RC car to get a line or a rope over to Andy. Then you guys have a line. You can get a bucket on it.
Yeah.
Like, there's things that you can do. Like, he has so many weapons, right? I would just be, if you have food, your job should just be shooting them.
Yeah.
Just kill as many.
Just kill as many.
Like
as
you can kill 1,000 zombies in a day, easy.
Yeah.
Just do that repeatedly, and then eventually, they're doing the whole binoculars. They die in the head. They're doing it for sport. Just like you need to. He should know. I need to get out of this. I'm gonna run out of food.
Yeah. They don't really explain how much time goes by, but clearly enough time that they know help isn't coming.
Yeah.
And so you'd think they would have come up with a plan sooner.
I can't get over them leaving. Just like, you guys have food and safety here.
Yeah.
Like,
and it was safe until you did something stupid.
Yeah. Even still, it's just like, again, these zombies they're zombies. Another one, I wrote this down, another one of my least favorite tropes about zombie movies is that they exist in the world where zombies don't exist in their zeitgeist.
Yeah.
So it's like, as going to what you just said, of course, we're going off of years of preparing for what happens if zombies, but they live in a world where that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, did no one write Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead?
Right.
It's 1978 in this universe.
I guess so,
not.
Yeah.
But
that's funny. I didn't think about that.
That's always
kind of one of the things I like about Dog Soldiers is that it's like aware of the myth.
Yes, they're aware of werewolves.
They're like, does anyone know if silver works? And she's like, no one's gotten close enough to try.
Exactly. And I appreciate, even if they call them zombie, like, zombie isn't a trademark term as far as I know.
Yeah.
I feel like every other movie has to call it, they're walkers.
Yeah.
They're clicker. Like, you got to give them this thing that makes it unique to your universe.
Yeah.
Which is like, there's zombies, there's video games, PlayStation.
Yeah.
You guys reference PlayStation, which means that video games exist, which means that Resident Evil exists in your world.
Yeah. Presumably.
Yeah, presumably. But
I didn't think about that at all.
Mekhi Phifer.
Yeah.
I don't know his character's name. First of all, when he just shoots at Ving Rhames, they're clearly people.
Yeah, I know. I know, they're all like walking slow, like with a gun. Yeah.
And he misses, which is hilarious. At first, I thought that the baby was dead. And then I was like, this is stupid. It was just kicking in her body.
Yeah.
And then it's like not dead, and it's like a zombie.
It's dead.
And then
it's just undead.
Then it's undead, and I was just like, well, maybe it's not. Maybe you guys should check and see if it has the antidote or something. They just put it out.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a baby. What could it possibly do?
Yeah. That's like when I think of this movie, the first thing I think of is the zombie baby. And I also think Mekhi Phifer does a really good job in that scene where he's like clearly traumatized holding his zombie baby and like kills the trucker chick.
I felt so bad for her. She just was like,
Norma, I think. She
didn't want that. She's just like, I'm just gonna check on them.
Yeah, I haven't make sure everything's cool.
She should have just been like, we're cool.
Yeah.
We need to move Lonzo. That ain't no problem. Huh? That ain't no problem.
Like, everybody else has guns. You could have. That was the problem, and I think that's good because people aren't perfect. So yes, people are going to make rash decisions. So you can't just be like, why didn't you just make the smart decision at every
she reacted pretty hard there, and so did he.
But maybe this is misogyny, but I'm like, you're a woman. You should know that a person would want... He just had a child.
Yeah.
Dead or not, you might want to handle this
a little differently.
With a little bit of care.
She's tied up. Zombie wife is tied up. Let's kind of try to back this down.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to dome her.
I understand... Yeah, like, I understand a man coming in there and being brash. And maybe this is, like, again, misogynist, gender role-y stuff.
We can apply 2004 misogynism to how we evaluate the 2004 movie. Yeah.
You'd think that the deft touch person would be the female trucker. She's got best of both worlds. She's a woman, and she has to deal with shit men all the time.
She's already clearly one of the rational characters in this group and has done a very good job surviving up to this point and showing empathy and helping others.
Like you said, she's tied up. She's not going to do anything.
Yeah, you don't have to kill her.
You'll kill her, but maybe tell everybody else first what's happening.
Yeah, let me get that off you, my friend. Yeah.
Like, I like that the main guy at the end was like, hey, I got bit. I didn't tell you guys, but I'm going down.
Yeah.
I thought this movie, for what it's worth, nobody didn't say anything, and then Norma kinda, but like nobody just turned because they didn't say anything, even though they knew better.
None of the like, oh, I got a bite, I'm gonna cover it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Luda did, like the pregnant Russian wife.
But they didn't. At least they have plausible deniability that they didn't really know at the time. That wasn't a bite; it was a scratch.
Yeah.
So
True.
I was also kind of wondering about that too, because they kept on saying bites, and if a scratch can get you, I remember Ving Rhames cut his arm, not by a zombie, but he cut his arm.
Yeah.
So I was wondering the whole time too. I was just like, well, is it just an infected? Like what?
Yeah, the zombie world not super detailed in like how this universe works.
Yeah.
But I also think this is well before the like blow up of popularity of zombie stuff, so they probably didn't feel the need to do that.
Were they trying to insinuate that the security guards were gay?
No, I don't think so. What made you think that?
They were both kind of homophobic.
They were, yeah.
And
when the one says that he wants a soy mocha latte and he gets called the F word.
Yeah, and then when the pastor or whatever, that one old dude goes in there, he's talking about how he was talking about gay experiences or whatever. He gives them like this whole thing and they were like locked together. I was wondering if like the subtext was that they were like repressed. The main guy was like, or the main security guard was like repressed gay.
I totally didn't pick up on it, but I'm willing to go with you on this.
I'm not sure if it was or not. I'm not sure if this is a thing. I didn't look it up, but I was kind of getting, you know how that trope used to be like, I'm a straight guy who's secretly gay and I'm a dick to everybody.
It's not really a trope. That's like a big chunk of the Republican Party, right?
Yes, but I mean, it's true. Tropes are based off.
But yes, yeah, I know what you mean.
I felt bad for him when he...
But the monkey bar zombie that jumps on
that was
weird.
Him?
Yeah. Again, some of these things are dumb. This one is missing legs and just like, I'm coming for you. Yeah.
They don't hear it.
Effective horror.
Yeah.
But non-consistent.
Exactly.
Universe. Yeah.
I felt bad for him. At first, asshole security guard CJ, I was just like, I'm not mad at you. You're running a tight ship. You have secured the means. And it's not up to you to handle everybody because he's kind of right. If he hadn't let them in, they would have just stayed there and been there for pretty long. They were pretty organized. He might be like, hey, we need to systematically wrap this out. But they wouldn't have. It was good to have other people.
Yeah.
I was like, he's running a tight ship, but it's just like, once you start being misogynist, and like, you have no reason to lock them up at this point. Like, now you're just keeping them. Once it got rapey, it was just like, all right, now I'm not on your side anymore.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's one of the things that the best zombie movies and shows do really well is the tension between the threat of the zombie and the threat of humanity. That's why I like post-apocalyptic stuff.
Well, it's one of the things that I really liked about The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
They did the whole, like, we are the Walking Dead. It's like the humans are really the scary thing that are out there.
Exactly.
Nature is nature. This movie, I don't think it relied on it too much. Like, when it came down to it, everybody was on the same side. There wasn't any double crossing.
Steve was kind of self-serving piece of
shit. Bro, you have literally one job.
Yeah.
I always felt it was funny that like people had such a hard time closing doors behind them in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, especially at the end when there's a truck, just close the door.
Yeah.
And slam. And if it doesn't work, just keep doing that.
Yeah, you have better motor skills than these.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, like talking about the part where Steve was supposed to like unlock the door for them when they come back from Andy's, and he doesn't. All the zombies just like chase them up the stairs and then stop on the landing and stare at them. Like that part, I was so annoyed at that part. I'm like, come on, like make them be zombies or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're not thinking, they're not debating who's gonna run up there.
But I was also pretty mad about the whole manhole. I was like, this is a bad plan.
Yeah, going up through.
You guys are gonna go up through a manhole right in the middle of them and hope like the dude who taught them how to weld.
They're redneck guy. Like the trucker, the guy in the trucker
I felt
hat.
so bad for him because I was expecting him to be racist and he wasn't. He was just
he was a cool character.
They didn't determine. He probably was.
I also love when CJ just hands him the pistols and starts dragging him. That was one of the things I was like,
I was really hoping he was going to survive, and he didn't. And I was just like, it was just like, so he falls down that. He breaks his shit.
Yeah.
The rest of the zombies fall down there. And they're just like, we can run.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
Again, this is more me griping with the genre more so than the movie itself, because obviously they all started dying pretty dumb. What do you think? I was like, remember when CJ and them wouldn't let them up? I was like, look, I'd probably just rather be on the first floor with you guys can have upstairs.
Yeah, right. Like just leave us alone.
Yeah, you guys have your upstairs, that's fine. We have downstairs, that's cool. Again, it's tough because you're right. I keep thinking about this in the way that's like everybody who's like a millennial basically has their like zombie what I would do in this situation.
That was I used to, when I was interviewing people at work, that was one of the questions I would throw in, is if there was a zombie apocalypse, who is one person that you would want with you and why? Because mostly because I thought it was fun to see how people react.
Let's do it.
My answer is close friend of mine named Keith, who is like a big survivalist guy, like not really in the like prepper, like has a container in his backyard kind of thing, but like he lived by himself in Snoqualmie, like in Snoqualmie Pass, like in a yurt, and like harvest herbs. And so like that's my pick, is like I want that guy. What about you?
Brian, Patreon member, similar. Like he's got guns, knows how to use them and cleans them, like kind of like you, but I mean like he's more of the like like he for fun plays DayZ, which is a survivalist game, like just pretty much.
See, this is why I want Keith, is like I have the guns and know how to use them. I want someone that will help me like dress a wound with some herbs that he found in the woods, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Brian tried to do the PCT, so I think he has some, but I think I might have to be relied on for that sort of stuff. Yeah. But he's also a person who does gambling with friends with me, so it's like, we might have to do some well, you know, you want someone that's going to be good humor. It's tough because everybody would have the same ideas. Like I would think you'd go to Costco, but then like that's also one, there's going to be a ton of people at Costco, so if it breaks out, you're going to have to clear Costco.
Exactly.
That would be tough. Also, it'll be a place that everyone's going to want to go to afterwards because all the supplies are. The tough thing about the zombie apocalypse is that people are capitalists, and I don't think I'd want to be at Costco because that's the quickest way that I'm going to get chained up by some like power hungry person.
Yeah. One time I was at PAX and there was a discussion with Kari Payton, who played King Ezekiel in The Walking Dead. Incredible actor. And I actually got up to the Q&A mic and I asked him that. And I told him, I was like, I usually ask this as an interview question. So what's your answer? He's like, can I pick anybody? I was like, I wasn't going to tell him like, no, it has to be someone you know in real life. And he said Yoda. That was like the answer he came up with, was he wanted Yoda.
That's a bad fucking answer. King Ezekiel, that's the dumbest answer. You want Yoda? He can barely even walk.
Lightsabers.
Also, Yoda died.
Yeah. Well, not until he was 500.
Yeah, but what?
I know, it is what it is. It was just fun getting to ask someone. It was fun getting to ask someone from The Walking Dead that question.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Force isn't going to stop like a 50 cal round bullet from blowing your head off.
That's true. I don't know.
I'd rather have my buddy Brian. I want Goku. You can instant transmission me somewhere else.
There you go.
Type fucking dumbass answer. What is he talking about? Yoda? I hate that answer. That actually is pissing me off. Yoda? Why Yoda? Sorry, Mark.
What was your answer, Mark?
Oh, I'm going Maceo.
Maceo?
Yeah, okay.
He knows how to, yeah.
Don't you have other kids?
I do, but that dude is...
He's resourceful.
He does everything.
So I'm picking my favorite kid. Fuck the rest of you.
Nope, I did not say that. I did not say favorite kid. That is...
This is what happens when you're friends with Ugie. You can twist everything you say. Because you pick the one person who will also help you save the rest of the people that you love. That's the way I see it. It's like, yeah, obviously I want Coley and my dogs to somehow survive this with me, but to do that, Keith is my best shot.
Yeah. I don't think a single person in the world answers Ugo. You could ask a fucking billion people this question, bro. If they're answering, Ngozi might say me. Ngozi is like the only person I think has the potential to say me. Not
I feel like Ngozi's dumbass is saying Yoda too.
I feel like that's a good question to ask one famous person.
Like a fictional
fictional person. A fictional person without magic powers.
Yeah.
Right?
John Wick.
Yeah. That's a good one. Someone who's just really, really good at shooting.
Yeah.
or someone who's really
That's
good
the problem with the zombie apocalypse, though, is like inevitably there are more of them than there are bullets in the world. But
Something that I wanted to note about this movie was that I knew it was filmed in Canada because at one point they had a feast laid out and they had a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it said PFK.
I was wondering
French
about
is
that.
Poulet Frit Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
Because in Canada you have to have both English and French
Yeah.
for major brands.
I wondered why. I noticed that it said PFK. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Huh. While we're talking Easter eggs, my favorite one that I just caught this time, the opening scene with her husband at home, and I think they're watching TV. There's a 2004 Subaru Impreza WRX commercial that you get for like 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's random, because it's one of my favorite cars. I was like, that's random. And I looked it up. Zack Snyder directed that Subaru commercial.
Oh, that's cool.
And so he threw it in as an Easter egg for like his own Easter egg, basically.
Again, I don't remember names, but girl that loved a dog that risked everything for the dog. Nicole, Jesus Christ, man. That was, of all the blunders, and like, I get it, but
she lost her dad. She's gotten attached to this dog. But yeah.
You're putting everybody.
That's the thing, is like, we've already established that the dog is fine and the zombies aren't interested, so why are you going to save the dog?
Exactly.
Like, you can somehow whistle. And how were they planning on getting the dog back in the first place? Was it gonna? I guess it could have stayed with Andy, and then
because their plan was to
get food to Andy temporarily.
They were gonna pick him up on the way.
And Andy, okay, and then she just freaked out because Andy turned, but nothing was gonna happen to that dog. Other blunders I want to discuss. Michael, the like main guy, kind of love interest for Anna for some reason that they don't actually get into. When they're trying to clear the mall, like they're all like exploring to see like where there might be zombies and whatnot. He puts down his steel crowbar and picks up a croquet mallet. That is not a better weapon. I don't understand it.
Maybe because you can just kind of get a little bit more torque.
I don't know, though, but like I guess at that point they don't know that you have to damage the brain to kill the zombie.
I was thinking it very much as like a video game. It's just like in your equip thing, it's like he put down this weapon to pick up this weapon. I was like, that doesn't seem like it's a better weapon for you in this situation.
Yeah,
because it's like you can just go like,
or just like it's steel, like that's gonna do some damage. Well, similar to the Easter eggs we were talking about, I really love that the coffee shop in the mall was called Hallowed Grounds. That's just like, it's dumb because no coffee shop would be called that except for maybe in like Portland. But I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. I also just like, so you guys, society's done. You're going to get on a boat to go to an island. What are you guys going to do in the winter? This is Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
It's just like, you guys would have just been better driving the car to other places that potentially had supplies.
Yeah.
Because like, if you can, maybe you don't want to go to I don't know what they're going to do, but you're basically going to have to start, if you can get dry food, which there probably should be in abundance at the mall.
Yeah.
Like, apparently, there would probably be, like,
something about them losing power is why they left.
Yeah, they lost power, and I imagine that, like, milk and stuff would go bad.
Yeah.
All right, we fucked up the first time. This time, let's make sure there aren't fucking legless
climbing zombies.
Because, I think it was just they just need to get the generator working, right?
Yeah.
Because the
plan doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like there's some sort of sense of urgency, but it doesn't really.
Yeah, you guys are gonna go to an island and what? There's not food there.
Yeah, unless it's like an island that has a homestead, a farm. You know, like that's where I would want to go, is like somewhere with a farm that I could somehow reinforce.
Which you wouldn't be the first person to think that either. It's just, you guys are in a very great place. You know, no one's coming. You have it locked. It's pretty secure.
Yeah. I would have to be forced out of a safe place by something.
Yeah. I would be like, okay, you guys go. I'm going to stay here with the food and the safety.
Yeah.
If I were going to make any moves, it would literally just be to get to Andy's, get more weapons, get the ammo, attach something to the roof so I can have a pulley system. If you get good rope, which there probably shouldn't be good rope in the mall, you can maybe climb across and tie yourself in a way so that you won't fall below.
Yeah. There had to be something to move them out of the safety. It wasn't done super well. As much as I love James Gunn, there are very big holes in this world. but it's still entertaining. Like, it's still a great zombie movie. So
Yeah. Phil from Modern Family had it right. He's just like, yep, I'm just making pornos in this mall while the rest of the world's going.
Yeah.
What, you don't need anything else.
Yeah, I do. The thing that the plot hole filled plan gives us is a plan coming together montage, which I do appreciate. The build out of the tank vans, you know, and whatnot. Like, that was satisfying.
Again, you might want to keep all those like propane tanks, but if you guys could do that, why don't you just do that more? You can just shot more bombs. Just spend
Instead
more
of trying
time
to clear the zombies out of your area and secure where you are. And
because then ostensibly something has seeds. Start growing stuff inside.
And Andy's shop isn't the only one in that area. Yeah. There's probably lots of supplies around you if you can get to the other stores. So
yeah. Anyways,
I do have a question for you.
What? Shoot.
I want to know what you think was more 2004 between Nicole's little sweepy bob haircut, or Anna's double tank top outfit.
The double tank top, which was cool.
I agree. Double tank tops or triple. Got the cami and the Hollister shirt over. Yeah. Layers, man. Very 2000s.
I got a question for you, right? If you have to make one room or one store in the mall their own place, which store in the mall are you making yours? Yeah. Comment below.
Yeah.
If you're in a zombie apocalypse type stuff and you're at a secure mall, which store in the mall, if you could dibs, would you make your place of residence?
I would probably say something like Target, like even like a Macy's, just because of the variety of stuff. But 2004 South Center Mall, there was like a store that was like collectible swords, knives, etc. So I would take that one.
My local mall, Fairview, and because it sucks if I pick an electronics store, you know that power is eventually going off the grid. You don't want an electronics store. I think I would want like some sort of like REI type beat.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Like
if there's an REI in the mall, that's a better answer.
Yeah, something where like you can get stuff that will
There's a bunch of freeze dried camping food.
Exactly. Yeah. Lots of like pillows for this sort. But like a Bed Bath and Beyond, like a place that sells beds.
I almost said like a Casper. If there was like a Casper pop-up store in the mall, just get a nice bed.
But then you can still grab one.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get one. That's the cool thing. A mall is a wonderful place. If you can get a secure mall, it's a great place to be because you have all the stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, REI for me. I want that. I want that.
REI is an excellent answer.
My thing was just like, while you guys are there, you should be filling up every single bottle of everything that will hold water. Fill that shit up.
Yeah.
Because you have no idea when
it's going to go out. Yep, for sure. The only other thing I have that we haven't talked about is the big band blues jazz Down with the Sickness cover. That I totally forgot about, but I definitely had on my iPod in the 2000s. Closed in the credits by the actual Down with the Sickness. Yeah. That was like very effective. Yeah. It's good shit.
The prologue just kind of showing. Yep, they were fucked anyway.
Yep.
It was a stupid plan.
Yes, it was.
It was a stupid plan. That's one of those things where I would have, if I'm a part of that group, I'd be like, I'll see you guys.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah. me and you would be like, all right, sweet. So this whole cast for beds to us now. The only problem is that they crashed out of
the lower level had been compromised at that
but not the higher level. Yeah. But I mean, that makes it hard for you to leave at this point.
Which I do want to mention how funny it was when they all escape into the elevator, and then there's that like few seconds of them just like with the elevator music going. Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah. I think overall, I like this movie. I think it spawned a lot of good movies, and it was beneficial to the genre. And I think
it inspired a lot of subsequent really good zombie movies. One of my favorite zombie movies for sure.
What do you think is your favorite zombie movie?
The Girl with All the Gifts.
Never even seen it.
It's based on a book. It's kind of similar to Last of Us in that it's like a fungal zombie infection thing. It's very, very good.
I really like Train to Busan.
Let us know what your favorite zombie movie is.
Let us know where you would go in the movie, but also in real life.
Yeah. Where's your zombie hideout? Apocalyptic hideout. It doesn't have to be zombies.